Today on Zoom,
Take your objects and balance them on your feet.
I give up.
You're so close.
Ubba cubba dubba rubba. Voila. Whoa, they're linked.
Today, high tide is at 5 o'clock, so we're building a trench to protect our castle from getting destroyed before we're finished. Funding for Zoom is provided by the National Science Foundation, America's investment in the future, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by contributions to your PBS station
From viewers like you.
Thanks! Woohoo! Come on, buddy. Come on and zoom, 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 come on and zoom. You called it zoom. Come on and zoom. We're starting soon. Come on and zoom, 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 zoom. I'm Ray. I'm Caroline. Zoom. Hey, I'm Claudio. I'm Elisa. I'm Jesse. Zoom, zoom. I'm Jenny. I'm Zoe. We're all plugged into one world now. So let's talk. We want to hear from you. Come on, give it a try. And if you like what you see, turn off your TV and do it. Zoom, 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 zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom. Come on and zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Come on and 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 zoom, zoom, zoom. Adriana S. of Minneapolis, Minnesota, sent us this zinger called the object balance. Sit back on the floor with your feet off the ground. Then, try to balance different objects on your feet, knees, elbows, head, and in your hands. Okay.
Okay. Here, I'll just give you stuff. 2 forks. Forks. A ruler. Socks.
Pretty fast.
Book.
Which one should I do first?
You start with your feet. No, because you have to sit like this.
Do you have to start with your feet?
Well, I think you start. You have to like build up. Yes, because you have to sit like this.
Okay.
You can't just sit cross-legged.
No, the book's go on your feet.
Oh, the books. Books on your feet, balls in your hands. It's okay to start with your feet down, but you have to pick them up later.
Hello. Look, there's books.
But you have to.
Wow.
I'll move over. And Zoe's already got her books on.
No, because those are small books, and they almost
No,
don't count.
those books are smaller. That book right there, I think, is smaller than this one.
No. Pass me my... Oh.
Okay. You're almost there, Claudia.
Stay up, you sock. I give
Claudia,
up.
you're so close.
I give up.
Don't give up.
I put my feet up. The books fall.
Well, giving up's not good. Oh, my. Here, then let me try if you're going to give up. So I haven't given up both because, well...
Well, then you
Good
try.
posture. Wait, hold on. Stop. Let me get my feet in the air. Okay. Don't look down. Alex, break my sock. Oh. Okay.
Hon, wait. I'm just going to try this, and then I'll help you.
Okay. Somebody pass me. Oh, never mind. I see where the frick is. Oh, where's the other sock?
Posture. That's the key. Jessica's got it.
All you need now are the balls.
Oh.
My head's too round to hold a ruler on it. Okay, I got it. What's up? What's up?
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
That's a hard question, but I'd have to say the chicken.
The egg. The chicken.
I believe the egg came before the chicken.
The chicken came first. I mean, the egg came first because the chicken comes out of the egg. The chicken came first, but the egg came first.
The chicken has to lay the egg. I think the egg came first.
The chicken, because the chicken has to lay the egg. The chicken made the egg, so... But the chicken came from the egg, so... I don't know.
Welcome to Cafe Zoom. David emailed us this recipe called dessert pizza. Here's what you'll need to make it. Sugar cookie dough, store-bought or homemade. 8-ounce package of cream cheese at room temperature. Sugar, vanilla, and fruit slices. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Then, slice up the cookie dough like you're making cookies. Make sure you wash your hands. On a greased cookie sheet, press the dough out into a thin circle. The dough is your crust. Okay, there we go. It's sticky, but it's good. It'll expand when you bake it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Bake it in the oven for about 8 minutes. Mitts. Oh, and make sure you put your mitts on. And if you're not allowed to use an oven, get an adult to help you. There we go. Here's one already made. Instead of using tomato sauce, you take cream cheese, your sugar, and your vanilla, and you mix it until it's smooth. Yep. There we go. Smells good. There it is. So, okay. Perfect. Then spread your mixture on the crust. Guess I'm gonna need a little more. I'm gonna do the whole thing. Keeps moving it round. Okay. Then you take your fruit slices and make any design you want. There we go. Couple of strawberries. Bananas. I love bananas. But I love raspberries too. Can't forget the blueberries. There we go. Okay. It's really good. To find the recipe for dessert pizza, check out the Cafe Zoom section of the Zoom website at www.pbs.org. And if you don't have a computer at home, there's probably one that you can use at your school or at your local library.
Hello, my name is Stephen Wong. My friends and I live next to the Pacific Coast, one of the largest construction sites in the world. And what are the building materials you find here? Sand and water. Lots of it.
Today we're going to demonstrate the 2 ways of how to build a sand castle.
The first way is called the form technique. With the form technique, you take any kind of container and pack it tight with wet sand. You turn it upside down, lift off the mold, and that is the beginning of your sand castle. You can use any kind of container that you want, like flower pots, cake molds, and buckets. Today we're trying an old trash can with its bottom cut out.
The key in building a strong structure is using a lot of water and mixing it with sand. Wet sand is like cement because it sticks together and is a lot stronger than dry sand, which falls apart very easily. 1, 2, 3, 4.
When you're making big shapes, stomping is the only way to pack it tight. We're going to use the form technique to build the lost city of Atlantis. It's going to have 3 towers. For our second sand sculpture, we're going to try the volcano technique.
The idea of the volcano technique is by taking a lot of sand and then putting it into a volcano structure, like this. You can pour more water on it to make it stronger. And then once you're done making the volcano, you can shape it into any person, plant, or animal you would like.
For the volcano technique, my friends and I are going to make a giant octopus to protect the city of Atlantis. No matter what technique you use, once you've got the basic shape, you can fill in the details by sculpting. We decided to give our octopus tentacles, eyes, and a breathing tube. Today, high tide is at 5 o'clock, so we're building a trench to protect our castle from getting destroyed before we're finished.
The form technique is good for building man-made structures like the cylinders, geometric shapes, and all that stuff. And the volcano technique is good for building natural structures like animals, people, and plants. Form technique! Volcano technique!
But in the end, it doesn't matter how you build your sandcastle. The ocean will wash it away into nothingness.
You will look into my eyes. You will go to the Zoom website at www.pbs.org. You will learn how to do all the fun activities we do here at Zoom.
Here's a challenge based on an email from Jonathan V. of Des Moines, Iowa. Divide 10 quarts of water into 2 equal parts, using a 7-quart jug and a 3-quart jug. So, we have to get 5 quarts in this jug and 5 quarts in this jug, because this jug can't hold 5 quarts. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to be in the pool so that we don't splash water all over the floor. Ooh, big pool.
Okay. Let's make a chart first.
Yeah.
All right. So let's have the 10-quart jug, 10 QT, 7 QT.
Oh, those are cute.
Thank you. And a 3-quart?
Yep.
3 QT. Okay. So we start off with 10 quarts of water inside of in the 10-quart jug, and 0 in the 7-quart, and 0 in the 3-quart.
If we're going to fill a jug, we always have to fill it to the quart line, like the 7-quart line or the 3-quart line.
Okay.
Can't just fill it halfway.
Let's put like the 7 quarts of that 10-quart in here. It's heavy too, huh? Okay, I'll tell you when to. Wait, you can see. All right, a little more. Stop. Okay. So now we have 3, 7, and 0.
And now we have
Hello, Mr. Jug, and how are you today?
Wow, this
That's right in a pool.
Okay, so now 0, 7, 3.
Yes. Now we could fill... Okay.
Wait a minute, no. Why don't we put this back there?
Okay.
Can we just cross this off?
Yeah, I think we could... No, or we can just go back a step and just write
Yeah.
it down again.
Okay. So,
This jug's a little easier to
just have
pour.
3,
Whoa.
7, 0 again.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Thank
No,
you.
we should have 3 in there.
You think
What
it's
if
more
we
like...
took 3 out of here? Right?
Yeah.
Because that'll make...
4 in here
7.
and 3 in there.
Yeah, and that's closer to 5. So ready?
Careful, these jugs are kind of not as juggy as they seem.
Juggy.
Yeah. Okay.
So now we have
now we have
3, 4,
4.
and 3. We're so close. How do we get how do we add 1 quart to that?
We're not allowed to divide this into 2 parts. We have to pour it into one or the other.
Now we have 9, 1, 0.
And 2 in here.
Yeah, 2 in here. I'm just trying to experiment. Put the 3 into here.
Now we have, but then we'll have 4, 6, 0.
4, 6, oh. So we're trying to get 5, 5, 0, wherever.
5, 5, 0, yeah. See, there's 6 quarts in here. We can fill it up to 7 quarts, which means we are only allowed to put 1 more quart in here.
Oh, you're so right. We can put some of this into here.
No,
Because
yeah,
until
and
we
then
get
have two-
7. Until we get 7.
Yeah.
So, ooh.
And that's 1 quart. Now we have...
Okay, so now we have 1, 7, we have 2.
Oh, yes, very good.
But then what do we get?
I think I solved it.
Well, look, what? Is everything?
Watch. 7 into the 10.
But then how many quarts is that?
We have 8 and 2. Now we pour 2 into here, 3 into
That's
here,
what-
and 5 in here, and 5 in here. Watch. Look at.
Ready,
Now
wait.
pour 2 into...
Wait, we have to write it down.
I can't, I'm excited. I can't...
Okay, we have 10, 0, 2.
No, we have 8, 2.
Oh, 8. Then we ordered 8, 2, 0. Go.
3 into here.
Oh. I'm not much better pourer than you are. 5,
3, 2. Wait, let's do that.
Once we got here, we figured it out. All we needed to do was pour the 7 quarts into the 1 quart to get 8, 0, 2. Then we poured the 2 quarts into the 0 quarts to get 8, 2, 0. Then we took 3 quarts out of the 8 quarts and poured it into the 3-quart jug to get 5, 2, 3. And then we finally got it when we poured the 3 quarts into the 2 quart to get 5, 5, 0. Do you have any challenges that use numbers to solve problems? If you do, send them to Zoom.
The Hungry Tomato by Jamie, Hannah, and Samantha at the Mass Landing School in Freeport, Maine.
Zoom, chat.
Zoom, chat,
Zoom.
chat.
Jordan H. of Norwalk, Iowa, emailed us asking which came first, the chicken or the egg. Jordan says the egg because he thinks that the dinosaurs laid eggs, then they all died out, and then came all the other animals, including the chicken. Roger O. of Metairie, Louisiana, emailed us the same question, only he thinks the chicken came first because he thinks that dinosaurs turned into chickens. What do you guys think? Chicken or egg?
I heard somewhere that I kind of agree with Roger because what I heard is there was some, you know how there were all different dinosaurs, but it wasn't like a T-Rex kind of thing that turned into a chicken. It was probably like a dinosaur this big or something with hands like this, and then they turned after generations and
like
generations
evaluation or something.
Evolving. And grew feathers. And and then it turned into a chicken and grew a beak, and
That's what I heard too, and grew smaller. Because I was in this museum once, and I don't know, it was talking about a beaver or something, and they said that they had beavers back in the prehistoric times, only they were like bigger than us.
Huge.
And you know how dinosaurs were big, so I think that maybe there was this sort of chicken-looking,
strange kind of looking dinosaur.
which, you know, didn't eat meat and had sort of, I don't know, had this sort of strange form, and then as time went by, it sort of turned.
Well, actually, I think it could have been the egg, if you think about it. I mean, how could the chicken be there if there's no egg? Exactly. It's one of those questions. Why does the chicken lay the egg? The chicken lays the egg because the chicken doesn't lay the egg, and there's no chicken.
Maybe like a pterodactyl thing had an egg, and then it got like deformed when it was in birth, and then it turned into a chicken, and then the pterodactyl left it.
No, it wouldn't turn into a chicken.
And then another pterodactyl had another deformality, and then it turned into another chicken. And then they had babies, and then there was a bunch of...
deformed, it was cracked.
No, it was a big field of grass. No, inside. No, the pterodactyl wouldn't notice it was deformed because it would be deformed inside the egg.
Yeah.
But you guys
got it.
These are all kind of questions that, you know, people can only guess at. We can't look back like a billion years and figure out how the world first started and everything. Yeah, it's just, there are all those kinds of questions that people are just going to keep asking over and over again.
Check this out. Keep your eye on these two paper clips on this strip of paper. Zoomerific. Ubba cubba dubba rubba. Voila. Whoa, they're linked. Awesome. That's really cool. Kelly S. of Arnold, Missouri sent us this trick. She calls it linking clips. You need a 3 by 12 inch strip of paper and 2 paper clips. Here's what you do. Curve one end of the paper towards you, making a loop, and fasten it. Curve the other end of the paper, making another loop in the opposite direction, and fasten that. So now it should look like this. Hold the two ends of the paper in your hands, say some magic words, and pull. Okay. Zoomerific. They're linked again. Awesome. Here's what will happen with 3 paper clips. See? 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. There they are, the 3 paper clips, linked. If you have any more phenoms, send them to Zoom.
Yes? I can't tell if this package is yours. The name is smudged. Well, then it can't be mine. My name isn't smudged. Karen L. of Laramie, Wyoming, nominated Girl Scout Junior Troop 347 for today's Zuma Cum Laude. The troop held a baby shower to collect baby items to give to families in need. The troop planned the party, did all of the shopping, and gave the families bags and bags of donations. Way to go, Troop 347. You'll be receiving your Zuma Cum Laude certificate in the mail.
Deanna M. of Crocker, Missouri sent us this race called Chicken Wobble. To play, each person gets a partner. Then they hook arms. With their free hand, they grab their other partner's ankle and race to the finish line and back. You guys ready to play?
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting like okay.
On your mark. Get set. Go. This looks kind of hard. Wow. Jessica and Ray took a big leap. And Zoe and Chloe are having a little You guys, you have to get it and do it again. Ray and Jessica are the purple winners. And Zoe and Claudia are almost there. So close. Zoe, you did a great job.
You're okay, man.
Nice job, Claudia.
Nice.
Check it out. Check it out. We can't do it on our own. We need you to make it known. That everything you see right here could only be on Zoom because of every one of you. Who? You. Feed us a recipe. Teach us biology. How to jump. Shows a trick, a riddle, or some poetry. So if you want to see it coming out of your TV, type it up, write it down, and ship it out to Zoom. Now email, send it to Zoom. Or Gmail, if you call the tune. If you got a video, give it up. We'll put it on the show. Do the jingle B-O-O-M Zoom. You will be seeing up on the screen. Write your name and your address. And do what? Take a wild guess. Email,
Send it up to Zoom.
or Gmail.
You call the tune.
Email,
Send it to Zoom.
to who? www.pbs.org. Email,
You know the who.
to Zoom.
B-O-O-M Bob 350.
Boston, Mass. 02134.
Send it to Zoom.
All submissions become the property of Zoom and will be eligible for inclusion in all Zoom media. This means that we can share your ideas with
Other Zoomers on TV.
the web and print materials and in other Zoom ways. So, send it to Zoom.
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
My most embarrassing moment was when I was looking through an encyclopedia and I thought a deer was a moose.
Zoop. I was playing with my cousins outside, and it just stopped raining, and I tripped and I fell face first into a puddle of mud. The most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me is when my dog went to the bathroom in someone else's house.
Zoop. Funding for Zoom is provided by the National Science Foundation, America's investment in the future,
And
The Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
and by
contributions to your PBS station.
From viewers like you.
Thanks!
A production of WGBH Boston.